The golden rule. Treat others how you would like to be treated. I'm here to debunk that today. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, I am Justin. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about strength, yoga, and freedom, and how you can come into a greater sense of self-worth just by applying all of those principles together. Today I want to talk to you about the golden rule. And before I get into that, I want to remind you, and I'll link in the description below, that I am in the middle of a 3-part series here on passive-aggressive behavior and how that can affect your sense of self-worth, or it also gives you growth opportunities when you're recognizing it more to move into a higher sense of self-worth, or even figure out things about yourself you didn't even know. And that's what we're here for. So when we move into talking about the golden rule, and I want to remind you that the reason I have constructed this channel and come up with this is for one sole purpose only, and that is more love out there, more love. So some of the things you hear me say, or some of the things you may have heard me say already or will hear me say, may sound like, wow, that's not a very loving thing to do. I operate with full love and humility at all times. Sometimes showing love means someone in your life doesn't belong there anymore. Sometimes showing love means you're going to communicate in a more loving way to another person. Sometimes showing love means you need to love yourself first in order to love others. That's where the golden rule principle comes in. In yoga, we really look at self-study a lot. We take time to take a look at our egos. We all have egos, we're all human, and all of our egos, they need to be put in check, right? If we didn't have an ego, we wouldn't have a way to survive in a physical way, right? We wouldn't be able to physically survive. Our egos protect us at times from physical danger. We protect ourselves physically. We also need to remember to protect ourselves emotionally. One of the ways that we protect ourselves emotionally is to pay attention to how other people behave before we behave. So we have a notion of how we want to be treated, right? Every one of us knows how we want to be treated. But we don't walk around and meet people or talk to people and tell them, hi, nice to meet you. By the way, I like to be treated like this, like XYZ. That doesn't happen. We begin human interactions by talking to people, or you're sitting next to people and there's nonverbal communication. So there's all of these things that come up. We don't know how other people want to be treated. We don't. And I know that the old saying, the old golden rule comes from, well, if you just treat everybody with love and kindness, everything is just going to be great. And you've done your part. Well, unfortunately, what happens when we don't pay attention to the way other people want to be treated is we're focusing just on ourselves, not on the other people. And it is important for us to focus on ourselves, but it's also very important for us to pick up on cues on how others want to be treated. Here's an example. If someone has a ego-driven personality and they want to be treated with admiration, with compliments, they want to take all of your love and your energy and use them for their ego, that's how they want to be treated. If you treat them how you would want to be treated, with love and kindness, they're going to soak all that up, but that's not what they're looking for. They're not looking for love, kindness, and support. They're looking for admiration. They're looking to be fed. They're looking for supply. So we give more of the love, we give more of the way we would want to be treated. And do you know what winds up happening? We slowly lose the love for ourselves. So that's why the golden rule might be debunked. Now, you could disagree with that, and that's totally okay. The only way that effectively you can communicate with love, kindness, humility, honor, grace, is to understand how they treat themselves and how they're treating others. When we see that, we can then use our love knowing how we want to be treated and how we treat ourselves with that same love, we do that, and then we adjust our behavior so that we treat them in the way that they want to be treated, not in a way that we would want to be treated. Not everybody is the same. And I'm not going to treat someone who wants admiration all the time the same as treating someone who's genuinely treating others with love and kindness and respect. That is self-love. That is self-worth. And that gets you to a higher sense of self. That gets you to a higher sense of being. And unfortunately, not everyone is for us. Not everyone is meant to be in our lives. There are people who are not meant to be in our lives. And if the behavior that they're exhibiting is showcasing that they don't have self-love for themselves, that's on them to work on, not on us. It's not our job to fix people, and it's not our job to allow toxic behavior to continue over and over and over and over and over again. And we just keep saying, well, I like to be treated with love and kindness and respect, so I'm just going to keep doing that to this person and giving it and giving it and giving it, and they take it and 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 take it, and then you are now empty. They're okay, you're empty. You need to watch out for yourself as well. You need to protect what's in here, because that's the only way you're going to be able to give out the love that you truly have inside of you. This is all about love. It's not about getting back at people. It's not about revenge. It's not about being malicious. It's about tailoring your behavior to someone else's. That's all that it is. I will leave you with that. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And please subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you get more updates on what's coming up soon, especially in parts 2 and 3 of the passive aggressive series, which will have some real world examples on how to deal with passive aggressive behavior, and also how you can start to see other passive aggressive behavior happening. Are you enabling passive aggressive behavior? Because here's a key, my friends. When you are treating everyone like you would want to be treated, you may be enabling poor behavior. When you enable poor behavior, you are part of the problem. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.